guys, it's Nyrelle here and welcome back to a new video. This video is going to be my version of the starving artist tag. So yay! I was actually tagged to do this by XXMimiXX2, which is actually one of my friends. So I'm going to have all of her links in my description below because she is an awesome person and you guys should go spam her with lots of love. And I will actually link all of my other art friends that did this challenge as well, so you guys can go check theirs out because I really think it's interesting seeing other artists answer these questions in their own personal way. So I'm going to get started with answering these questions because I'm trying to keep my narration short so my video doesn't have to be that long. So the first question is, what's your favorite experience as an artist? And I would have to say meeting other artists like me and getting wisdom from them and just learning how they go about their art and learning about their art journey. So that's my favorite. Question 2 is, what's your least favorite experience as an artist? I would have to say time management, because once you kind of get really serious about art, it's kind of hard to manage you doing art and you doing school, for example. So you kind of have to find that middle ground that you can put your time into art while school is on the back burner. So I think that's my least favorite experience as an artist so far. Question 3 says, what are your dreams / goals for your art? My dream for my art is to be a illustration artist, and my goals for my art is actually to be the way I want it to look, because even now I like my style, but I don't love it. I don't think it's where I want to be, so hopefully I'll have that accomplished in later years. So question 4 is, what is your favorite medium and why? My favorite medium is coloring pencils, and reason being is that I can put the time I want to put in it with those, because if you work with Copic markers or Copic, whatever you call them, you have to work fast, because if you wait a long time, the colors won't blend as good as they do. So I really feel like that's rushing my artwork. So I don't like that. But with coloring pencils, you get the same effect that you put in. So I really love them. And plus, they're cheaper to buy than Copic markers. So that's a plus in my book any day. So question 5 is, what inspired you to do art / why do you love it? Actually, my youngest brother inspired me to do art, because he would always ask me when I was younger to draw with him. So we would just steal a whole load of computer paper and just draw from Yu-Gi-Oh cards, Pokemon cards, and game manuals, and I just fell in love with art then. And he was always better than I was, and I'm like, oh my god. So I decided to actually get serious about it. So I would sit at my computer for 5 hours and just draw anime pictures and copy what I saw, because I really wanted to get better at art. And why do I love it? I love the fact that art is the way that I can express myself the way that I want to. So that's the reason why I really do love art. Question number 6 is, what's your favorite piece and what's your favorite piece you ever made and why is it special? My favorite piece is actually a piece that you guys have not seen, and hopefully I can show you. And it's actually my final painting from my painting class, and it's basically of 2 dolls. One's pretty and one's ugly, to be blunt. But I really wanted to show that as people, we go towards the pretty things in life, which is the pretty doll, rather than the unique things, which is the ugly doll in life. But these things, they're on the same platform, they're on the same ground, just as the dolls, they're on the same shelf. So no matter how different they are, we all and they all come from the same place, and I love that piece. I'm going to show you guys because I really do think it's one of my strongest pieces that I did in that class, and I just love how I got the message conveyed, and like everyone in my class was like appalled at how well I did it, and I'm like, I love it. So hopefully I can show you guys. Question number 7 says, who/what are your biggest art influences? I am mainly inspired by music, quotes, and manga/anime, and a person that really inspires me character-wise is Masashi Kishimoto, which is the creator of Naruto. If you didn't know, I just really love how all those characters in Naruto, they're evenly developed. Like, those characters are greatly developed, and it blows my mind that one person can make so many lovable characters and just make them well enough for people to like them. So I am really inspired to actually make my characters like him. I'm not copying his characters, but I really want to take my time and effort that he gave into his characters. So I just really love him and respect him for that. So question number 8 is, what did you learn from being a full-time artist? I'm not a full-time artist, so I really can't answer that question. Number 9 is, what do your family and friends think about you being an artist? They really don't care. They're just like, hey, Nyrelle draws. That's good. As long as she's happy, she's happy. So, yeah, they like it. Question number 10 is, was becoming an artist your childhood dream? If not, what is? Actually, when I was a child, I hated drawing. I loved singing. Singing was my thing because in elementary school, I was in every singing plays. I was in all the holiday events that my school had. And believe it or not, I was the main singer because my singing teacher loved my voice. She was like, Nyrelle, you can sing so good. And I'm like, really? I didn't believe it because I was only like 8 or 9, but I just really loved singing anime songs, and I really felt like my siblings were like, Nyrelle, shut up, you're killing our ears, and I'm like, I love it. So I really love singing, and I still do, so it's one of my other talents besides art. Question number 11 is, what advice can you give to people who want to be more artistic or creative? And honestly, if you love something with all of your heart, go for it. You can make it whatever you can be. Just like me and anime. I love anime, so my drawing style is heavily influenced by it, and I look at all other people that draw the same thing I do and take inspiration from them because it's what I can benefit from. So if you love, for example, dragons, find people that likes the same things and kind of get knowledge from it, and you can be more creative by looking at other people or just simply practicing. So that's my advice. Other people may say it better than I do because words aren't my thing, but just go for it if you love it. So question number 12 is, were you supported to pursue art as a child? Yes, because when you're a child, your parents are like, they're drawing. They don't really think much of it. But once you grow up, my grandmother actually told me, hey, do you think you want to find something else to do when you grow up? Because she wanted me to benefit more in life. But I honestly could not see myself doing anything else but art, because art is my passion and art is all I am. So yes, it may be a risque job to have, but I would rather love what I'm doing than not love what I'm doing. So yes. Question number 13 is, do you make money off your art? Sadly, I don't, because I just don't. But I do have an online store, which will be in my description below. You guys go check it out because I have a lot of stickers and some original pieces that are not my characters. So check it out. when you can. So, question number 14 is, what do you want to improve on / aspire to be with your future art? I really want to improve on anatomy and character design, because I feel like my anatomy is okay, but my character design is just bland and basic. Other people may differ, but that's what I believe. So I really want to improve on that, and I aspire to be a illustrator for my artwork. So, question number 15 is, what feelings do you try to express in our art? I really can't talk for other people, but I really want to express myself in my artwork, because if you've been a fan of mine ever since I started, I drew or draw. That's the correct term, Nyrelle. I draw what I want to draw. I draw what I love, and I really want you guys to know me through my artwork. So I don't really have a special meaning besides just myself. So that's what I want to express. So question number 16 is, what is your favorite thing to paint and why? And I'm going to change paint to draw, because I don't paint at all. I mean, I did for my painting class, but I stopped doing it. But my favorite thing to draw is sexy men. A lot of you guys know that, but men is my favorite thing to draw. And question number 17 is, what's the strangest thing you've painted? Well, now it's drawn. The strangest thing I have drawn is Yowie. Does that count? I'm pretty sure it does, because I don't think people are just like, Yowie, I'm going to draw that today. So Yowie is the most strangest thing I have drawn. Question number 18 is, have you ever been hung up after you started a commission, and how did you handle it? I've never been commissioned before, so I can't really answer this question either. Surprise! I'm so sorry. Question number 19. Do you admit that paint smells good? Paint smells bad. Like, get a tube of heavy body paint and smell it. It's not going to smell like roses and sunshine. It smells like death, and I just don't like the smell of paint. And the last question, which is question 20, which is, what would you tell your younger self? I would tell my younger self to be more brave in what you are and what you love, and to start drawing original things early, because I am so upset at myself that I didn't do that at a young age. I was so fascinated with drawing anime people and copying them from books and the computer. So I'm just like, why didn't I start early? But that is it for all the questions. So I'm going to get started on my image. So as you can see, I am coloring a drawing I did of Jesse and James from Team Rocket, because honestly guys, I don't have a lot of time. Like, I have to work on my game and other things. So I'm like, hey, I want to draw something simple that I can get done in not a lengthy, but in a reasonable amount of time. So I decided to draw Jesse and James, and I debated on adding Meowth, because it's not Team Rocket without Meowth, but I suck at drawing Pokemon, so it's just them. So I actually really loved how this turned out. It took me about total time 3 to 4 hours to complete this drawing, and I love it. And I'm probably going to put this up in my store if you guys are interested in it. Question mark. If you are, I'll put it up there, but if you're not, I'll leave it down. And I actually got some new glitter glue, and I used the red one I got on their R's on their shirts. So their shirts are glittery. You may not see it on this video nor on the image at the end, but it glitters if you look at it in real life. So if you buy it, you're going to see the glitter. But that's pretty much it. I'm just going to say the supplies that I use, because I'm pretty sure people find that interesting. You don't. But I drew this with a drawing pencil I got from one of my church peeps at my youth group. I inked it with a Prismacolor multi-liner in a size of 3 and 1. I used 1s for their eyes because 3 is a little bit too thick for me. And I colored this with Prismacolors, and I used some Jelly Roll to add some highlights. And that's basically it for this video. So thank you guys for watching, and give this a like if you liked it. Put a comment down below on what you think about the video. And guys, after this you will see my noodly English Nyrelle. You will see my newly created ending scene that took me a long time to make, and I hope you guys like it because I love it. It's cute. So I am not going to tag people to do it because I honestly feel like if you want to do this tag, go ahead and do it, because I feel like I don't want to force people to do this. So if you're one of my art friends and if you haven't already done it, if you want to do it, I recommend it because it's awesome. And yes, so I will get out your hair, guys, and I will see you in my next video, whenever that may be. But thank you guys for watching, and I will see you next time. So bye.
Bum,